Let's go, Yankees. Swept the Royals. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go. All right, what's going on, everybody? I'm Travis.
And I'm Colin.
And here we are back for a second Yankees podcast. The Yanks just finished a sweep of the Kansas City Royals at the Yankee Stadium this weekend. Big time sweep, Colin. Much needed. Initial thoughts right here?
Yeah, definitely. It's great to bounce back at home in front of the home crowd. Like Rizzo said post game, being back at the Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, of course. Big time series sweep. You had to sweep these Royals. I mean, you're coming in, horrible road trip, losing 6 out of 7 out there. Come back. Again, it's battle of last place teams. The Yanks come in 50 and 47, Royals 28 and 70. Couldn't not take a series win. Had to take these 3 games. And we'll get into all 3 games momentarily, one at a time. It was a grind. It was a grind. Look here, all 3 of the games, right? 5-4, 5-2, 8-5 final score today. But most important thing, they got 3 W's coming, all right? All that matters is W's.
Yep, exactly. A bad team coming in, it was a grind. That just is so big mentally for the team that's in a horrible stretch at the moment. Just getting those big wins helps you out mentally so much.
For sure. Getting W's changes the whole mindset in the locker room and the team in general. So start off game 1. It was Friday night. Again, it was Clark Schmidt going for Yankees versus Alec Marsh for the Royals. We had first scoring came with Frankie Cordero. Cordero home run to right field in the second inning. Lead off second inning, put Yanks ahead 1-0 in the game. We had Billy McKinney making a nice sliding catch in the third inning. And then we had Massey for Royals. Go ahead 3-run bomb on a breaking ball by Clark. Pitchy regrets won that one back. So the Royals went up 3-1. It's tough, right? Game 1 of the series. Needed obviously try to build a lead and get to the W. Fall behind 3-1, and it was in the 4th inning. But then Yankees huge hit by Billy McKinney. They get 2 guys on with 2 outs. This was in this 4th inning. DJ LeMahieu a walk. Anthony Volpe nice single. Brought up Billy McKinney and a 3-run go-ahead homer. But the Yankees up 4-3.
Exactly. A huge hit and a huge spot. Billy McKinney had himself a game that day, like Travis said with the big catch earlier too.
Yeah, big homer and a couple big plays defensively. But the Yankees up 4-3. Torres later on in the game in the 5th inning. Nice line drive homer off the top of the wall. Out for the home run. But the Yankees up 5-3. Nice big insurance run there. Clark in this game with 5 2/3. Taken out in the 6th inning. 64 pitches. Did not like that. He was disgusted kind of when Boone coming out there. 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. But hey, you want to see that, right? You want to see the guy frustrated, like they said during the game Friday night. You don't want to see the guy just hand the ball off to the manager and say, all right, I'm done. So you want to see that. But so Brett wanted it and he got out of it. Thoughts there, taking out Clark. It worked out there.
Yeah, exactly. Like Travis said about going back with not being happy about it. That's what you want to see. What game we did back last week in the Angels series as well. Was smashing the fan. Like just playing with passion. That's what you want from your players.
Yeah, totally. So now Wandy got out of that, came out of the game, went on to 7. Kinger gets out of the jam, 1st and 2nd, 1 out. Gets out of it big time, 2 outs, and big strikeouts in that inning. Fast forward, brought in Tommy Kahnle in the 8th inning, gives up a solo home run to Massey. Change up, so a 2-homer game for Massey, makes it 5-4. Yankees hold the 1-run lead. Bring in Clay Holmes in the 9th inning for the save. Hadn't pitched in 4 days, I believe, 4 games. Obviously, the Yankees weren't in position to use Clay Holmes in those games, and got a little dicey. But then last play of the game there, Volpe ground ball going to his side there, to his right, fielding the ball, throwing it to LeMahieu, getting the tag there, and originally called safe, reviewed it, called out, and the Yanks get the W, 5-4 Friday, big time win, and the losing streak they had going, and just get the first win against the Royals, right, Colin?
Yeah, very big plays by Volpe and Peraza too, as he got to play up the middle, the line drive. That helped save the run from going at least 3rd, if not scoring that inning. And he almost got him too. And then a huge play by Volpe, like Travis had said, which is so big and so clutch.
Yeah, totally young guy. Both those guys, Peraza and Volpe, right there. Volpe to end the game. Heads up play, throw to LeMahieu. LeMahieu able to be there at 3rd base. Heads up all the way around. And a big time win, 5-4. So then we head into Saturday. It was 105 start. Garrett Cole went for Yankees. Brady Singer, young pitcher for the Royals. Really good pitcher. Went for them. And it was pitcher duel. The Yankees were coming at 51-47 off the win. 28-71. The Royals ended up being a 5-2 Yanks win. Yanks went up 1-0 in the 1st inning. on the second RBI single. Royals came back and tied in the third on Prado home run to right field. So 1-1, Yanks went back ahead in the third inning. Volpe, nice double, ground ball double, stole third base. Love to see that. And driven in by Torres on a sac fly to put the Yanks up 2-1. Royals came back and tied it in the fifth, 2 out, single by Garcia. So we had a 2-2 game in the fifth inning. Pitchers duel, real good, tight game again. Yanks, Royals. And then Rizzo yesterday broke 0 for 20 with a nice single. No batting gloves, he went. That's big, ending that 0 for 20 streak. Obviously, been really struggling. We'll get into, obviously, what he did today's game, Sunday, a little bit. We can get into that game. But then, so Cole comes out in 7th inning, 2-2 game, 6th and 3rd, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts. Talking right here about Garrett Cole. Another really good start for us, right, Colin? He's pitched so well all year.
Yeah, he's been so great all year. I didn't get to watch the game much, but just seeing it like on Twitter and stuff, just seeing his stats, just so good. And that's the guy you want to see out there.
For sure. Love to see it. Wani comes in, gets out of the 7th inning. DJ LeMahieu, opposite field, go-ahead home run in the 7th inning to put the Yankees up ahead 3-2, big time. And see DJ go opposite field there, getting back to nice stroke. Put the Yankees up 3-2 was big time. Canley threw a scoreless 8th inning. Then Giancarlo Stanton, big time 2-run home run, 0-2 count in 8th inning. 2 big insurance runs, put the Yankees up 5-2. They brought in Clay again, back-to-back days. He gets the save. Wanda gets credit with the win. The Yankees won that game 5-2 to clinch the series win.
Another big win. Gets a series W. That's all we needed right there. Then you get the momentum going into Sunday with Severino on the mound, and you got the run support going into that game, which was huge.
Yeah, back-to-back game scoring 5 runs and big time clinch that series win, and then head into, like Colin just said, Sunday looking for that series sweep, and they eventually got it. We'll get into it right now. So game earlier today, 1:35 start. Yanks looking for that sweep. Before the game, though, it was Francis Cordero, like one nice big home runs, playing pretty well. Sent down Greg Allen and Jake Bowers, called back up. Got some thoughts on that, Colin?
Yeah, exactly. I was telling Travis earlier, he was going through his cycle where he does good, hits really well for a few weeks, and then starts going in a slump and gets set down. He was in that hot streak, and which was weird that you're just going to set him down during the hot streak, but, it's up to Boone to make decisions, so.
Yep. Tough there, up to Boone. So he goes down. Allen and Bowers recalled. So this pitching matchup with Luis Severino for Yanks, 1-4, 6.66 ERA coming into the game versus Jordan Lyles, a really rough year. Royals guy been around. They said 13 years, like 8 different teams, 1-11 with a 6.05 ERA. Yanks going for that sweep. And a great start to this game. Great start. Watching this game in the car. Coming home today. Scored 4 runs in the first. And love to see that. Jake Bowers leading off with a single. Torres, 2-run opposite field home run. Love to see that. Giancarlo Stanton keeps it going. Nice hard single. And then Anthony Rizzo, we're talking about a lot in this game. Recap. RBI double left center field. Knocks in Stanton. Bader adds in RBI single as well. And altogether, it's a 4-run first inning. We just love to see that. Going for the sweep, putting on them early, and against a guy in Lyles who obviously had a real rough year. Right?
Yeah, huge against them, and huge for Sevy, too. A guy that's been shaky all year since he came back from injury, and giving him that run support early definitely helps out his confidence on the mound.
Totally. And then Sevy himself gets out of a big 2nd and 3rd, 1-out jam in the 2nd inning with back-to-back strikeouts to Prado and Waters. He was fired up. Love to see that. He was screaming, going off the mound. So still at 4-zip, bottom of the 3rd inning. Anthony Rizzo. Again, broke over 20 Saturday, single or double in the 1st inning, and then ends the home run streak. What was it, around 45, 50 games? I think we said May 19th against Cincinnati. Finally ends that streak. Home run to right field. Love to see that. Got a silent treatment. It's all in good fun. The guys love him. Feels really good to see him smiling. Gets some big time hits. Makes it 5-0 Yankees. And then Paris solo home run off Sevy. Makes 5-1 Yanks. Then Rizzo, again, 3 for 3. It's another hit. His next at bat. But then so it was 5-1 Yanks. But then got a little interesting. Again, these games were all grind. Tight games versus the Royals. Massey, 2-run homer off Sevy. You're kind of saying to me, Sevy looks like going to get through 6 innings, 1 run. But not quite, right? Just couldn't get through because of the 2-run homer to Massey, 5-3 Yanks.
Yep. It was getting to like 100 pitches right there, and then he serves one up fastball right over the middle of the plate and just bombs it to the right center.
Yeah, it's tough for him, but overall, it's still another good step in direction. 5 1/3, 3 runs, 8 hits, 5 strikeouts, couple home runs. But overall, another much better start from than what we've seen in the past so far this season. Ian Hamilton comes in, gets out of that jam in the 6th inning. Top 7, Harrison Bader. Hamilton's still pitching, makes a great catch in center field there in a 2-run ball game. Huge catch there. And then top 8, Kinger comes in, gets out of a big jam as well here. 1st and 3rd, 1 out, 2 Ks of Perez, and Massey. Then we head bottom of the 8th inning. Yankees gets guys on base, bunt by Bader. Rizzo gets singles, go 4 for 4. Love to see that first 4-hit game since 2019. Again, just love to see that. The home run streak, but in general, been really struggling overall for a while now. 4-hit game, absolutely awesome, right?
Yeah,
more thoughts on that,
so
Rizzo?
big.
I mean,
just getting one of your best hitters on the team, if not your best with Judge out, getting him back is just going to be so big down the stretch too.
yep. So the Yankees, the bases loaded for Peraza. It's a little cue ball, ground ball to first base. Prado couldn't really field it, then flips the ball nowhere, no man's land. No one was there at first base. 2 runs come around to score. Yankees go ahead 7-3, add another run on a Higgy sac fly, makes it 8-3, and they're a big insurance run because as we go to the 9th inning here, Brian Marinaccio comes in a 5-run lead and gets up a laser leadoff home run. Furman makes it 8-4, gets a couple outs, I believe, then another solo home run given up to Isbell, makes it 8-5. So love the insurance run in the 8th inning there. Marinaccio ends up getting the 3 outs to get the win, everything. Yankees win 8-5. But again, the insurance runs there because Marinaccio, that was rough there, right?
Yeah, Travis kept saying that whole inning while Ron's on the mound. He's like, well, good thing we have that insurance or we'd be kind of screwed right now.
Yep. But the Yankees win 8-5. Final score of today's game. Complete the sweep, and love to see that. Like we both said in the beginning of this podcast, win is a win is a win. And they got 3 W's against a team you had to get 3 W's against. Love to see that. The Yankees go to 53-47. Royals fall to 28-73 after the weekend. 5-4, 5-2, and 8-5 W's for the Yanks. I'd love to see that. And then we'll go get an updated look at the standings of the AL East, right? So 8.5 games back in Baltimore. They sit at 61-38. And wild card, game and a half back at Toronto for the 3rd wild card now to round 4 to start series. Toronto's at 54-45. Want to check, get your phone there, Colin?
Yep. Live
here. That game was about an hour ago, tied 2-2 in the 5th inning, the series finale. Seattle, as Toronto's lost the first 2 games. We'll get a quick check on what's happening that game.
4-3 Blue Jays in the middle of the 8th.
4-3 Blue Jays trying to salvage 1 game there in Seattle. So we'll see what happens in that game. The Yanks best be 1 game back or 2. Again, 2 games, 1 game right there. This is a big time series sweep to get themselves right back to this wild card chase. Now we'll look ahead. Next up is the New York Mets Subway Series, this time at Yankee Stadium. It'll be Tuesday and Wednesday. We got off day tomorrow. And then 2 7 o'clock games on Yes. Game 1 will be Verlander versus Herman. Game 2 will be Quintana versus Rodon. So, I mean, let's look ahead. Next series, 2 games versus the Mets. What thoughts coming up, Colin? The standings and kind of overall here?
Yeah, I mean, the standings are just still wide open. Anything can happen over the next few weeks. And then the series coming up, you just got to get one of them. Split the series at least.
Yeah, I would agree. It's wide open totally. Standings, just a lot of ball left to be played this season. And Mets, yeah, just take one take one at least. And then we'll see, obviously, what happens there. Then they got Baltimore, Tampa, Houston coming up in the future. But yeah, that's all we got. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Great series, sweep of the Kansas City Royals. Our Yankees had this weekend. Love to see it. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Give it a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and as always, let's go Yankees!